So people, this video is pretty much going to upload much faster than part one. This is part two because I forgot to say this in the first part, so I got to get this out here. And I was talking about Jade Cargill and how she's being used in her match with Tiffany Straton. Now, I went to into detail about her situation, how she's being viewed, and things that people are saying. And I feel like people make way too much out of this situation. People act like these things actually affect their lives. We're just giving you the news, and it's just part of what we do. One of the things that I didn't say in the match, I talked about the way the match went, and who did what, and criticisms and all, and the favoritisms and the things that people purposely overlook. Now, what I didn't mention, okay, and I want to focus on that right here, is that the match was a disqualification because Naomi got involved. Now, when Jade Cargill came out, she interrupted Tiffany Straton and told her she's there to be a champion, and this is why I'm here, and so you might beat Charlotte Flair, but you never faced me. And so Tiffany Straton is saying, well, how about we get a referee out here, we do this now. So the match happened, okay. And basically, one of the things that Naomi said is, now that this stuff is over with, Jade Cargill said is, now that this stuff is over with Naomi, right? Why don't we pretty much fight? In other words, I'm paraphrasing, but bottom line. So, well, it's obvious this stuff isn't over with Naomi. So I'm feeling like, okay, this was either just a stupid script, or she thought it was over because she beat her. Right. I still feel like this is if anything that WWE loved to drag out, it should be okay. This is a grudge match. So if they had a reason to, okay, let's get one more match in or whatever, okay, which will probably be at the next pay-per-view that they have. What's that? Is it Fastlane or whatever the hell they call it? So anyway, so she comes out and she attacks Jade Cargill. Now, the match should have been basically Jade Cargill winning by disqualification. Okay, because she was attacked. Now, if they call it a double DQ, I don't know what the hell they call it. Okay, because what happens is Nia Jax comes out and she gets involved. She attacks Tiffany Straton. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is at the next pay-per-view is that it's going to be Nia Jax versus Tiffany Straton, and it will be Jade Cargill versus Naomi. So basically, Jade Cargill thought that the beef was over. That is, she's won. And so yeah, it's obvious Naomi says no, it's not over. I still want some more. So they're gonna do it again. And Nia Jax has been missing for a while, and we know this. And Nia Jax basically coming back. If she comes back just to lose, then it's like, okay. Then Tiffany is going to hold on to this. This will take Jade Cargill out of the title picture. Because to be honest with you, if they pull the typical fatal four-way, to me, it's kind of like, I don't see the point. Now, yes, Naomi got involved, and to say that now that this is over, now all of a sudden she's involved in the fatal four-way out of nowhere, this is kind of stupid to me. It's not put together well. It's not well thought out. And then, Nia didn't attack Jade. She came out, she attacked Tiffany. She, gave her a move off the top rope and everything, and she basically stood up and held the belt up. I don't see the point for a four-way. There's just no build for a four-way. Now, in the coming weeks, they can do this, which they probably will come out with the whole everybody's interrupting everybody. I'd rather it just be, well, personally for me, I prefer out of these four, looking at how it just happened, more of a one-on-one instead of a fucking fatal four-way, to be honest with you. Because if they do that, it's just a way to get them all in the match. I don't know if Tiffany retains or she loses. I don't know. Whatever. Jade Cargill and Nia Jax are the two that I like out of those four anyway. Naomi's doing, she's doing. Tiffany's doing, she's doing. But we'll see. I don't really know. But Jade Cargill, where she is right now, one, you have a champion in Tiffany Straton that have a lot of botches in her matches. And even the commentary, Wade Barrett is always, he'll praise her and then doubt her all in the same fucking sentence. I don't understand this dude's commentating. I don't. And the other two, or whoever's sitting there with them, always try to chime in to like kind of correct what he say in a way, indirectly. But I don't think Jade Cargill, with the type of criticism that she's getting, to put for her to win the title and then get criticism the way she gets and the way how fickle these wrestling fans are, she might start getting booed. Then out of nowhere, here comes the heel turn. The heel turn does nothing for her. The heel turn basically just brings more criticism, more heat, more pressure on her. I don't think she's ready for that right now. Because the way they book her, the way she's been booked, the way her matches go, they've yet to be able to get her where she's in a comfortable space there. But at the end of the day, the fact that she came out and said now that this is over with Naomi, if Jade, I don't know why no one, whoever tells her what to say, didn't. No, you put me out for 4 months, 3 months, whatever it was. I'm here to put you out and let you sit home and recover and watch me, come in here and get in the ring and do what you can't, because I took from you the same, what you took from me. Something to that effect, where, you understand what I mean? Not just, I pinned you, I won, because that's pretty much how that went. If anything was a grudge, should have been this. I mean, fuck, man. CM Punk was grudging with Seth Rollins over a freaking bracelet. So I'm just saying, man, like, this type of stuff is I just wanted to get that in because I didn't say it in the first video. But this kind of stuff right here is what I mean about as far as these feuds and how they're going. And hopefully Jade beats her again. Because if you're gonna build Jade, you have to build her properly, man. If she loses to Naomi, this completely stops her. It stops her momentum. Jade doesn't get cheered for the way she used to. Like, those pops when she come out is not exactly not like they used to be when she was teaming up with Bianca. For sure, they're not as loud as they used to be. And if she starts losing, the crowd loses interest. They don't give a fuck about her muscles, her sex appeal, and all that shit. She needs to win. And at the end of the day, if Jade Cargill wins, hopefully going forward, story, like, I don't know, man. It's just too much smiling, too much nice girl, nice. It's too much. It's just too much of this shit going on, man. It's just too much. And the fact of the matter is, if you're gonna book face versus face, okay, because this is what they've been doing lately. But if you're gonna do that, put some effort into making it interesting. It's almost like just because they're two faces, let's just make a match out of nowhere. The same way they did Stephanie Vecchia and Io Sky. Just because it's two faces, just the matches. Remember, and it was all both spontaneous matches. Just out of nowhere, let's just make it. No build up to it. No nothing to get the people going, okay, yeah, I want to see this. Just right away, okay, let's make this match right now. And then, okay, whatever. It's no actual build. It's no real intrigue. Just, okay, we're going to get the match. It's lazy storytelling, and it's really not interesting. And then when it happens, if the match is like, what could be a dream match or what could be a big match, it ends up just being just another match. And after we've seen it already, now you want to book it again later on a pay-per-view, like, and the first one didn't mean anything. The first, because their match, look at it, their match had an interference. The same shit, we've seen the same shit, is what I'm saying. Remember, because Roxanne Perez comes out and she interferes in the match. And then, I think Rhea Ripley comes out. So here we have another match that ended in a DQ, right? So who won? Right? But again, so now they put Naomi in the match. Put Jade Cargill in the match with Tiffany Straton. And the second week in a row, what do we get? The fucking same thing. Interference and a disqualification or whatever. And, it really just doesn't make sense to me how people can just fall so far from a mindset of understanding wrestling and how to really get it out to the people where it's interesting. Now, it's going to be subjective with people, yeah, but I'm noticing the majority of people saying like this shit are very immature. They're like kids, or like just immature grown adults that do kiddie shit, because this stuff is not appealing, man. It's just not intriguing at all. It really is the type of thing where they're just recycling the same exact process over and over. They're using the same shit, just with different people. The same thing. And how many times have we seen Nia Jax involved in a match where she sneaks attack someone and then all of a sudden someone else comes out, then someone else, then it ends up being a fatal four-way. It's like the same format, man. But being that we had Nia Jax versus Tiffany Straton in a one-on-one, that's who beat Nia Jax for the belt. Being that we've had, finally, Jade Cargill and Naomi one-on-one, they probably will make it a fatal four-way. And this is what I mean about the same predictable lame shit, man. But there's no reason for a fatal four-way. It's really no reason for a fatal four-way. And think about this. The beef with Jade and Naomi, they only had one actual official match. Okay? Wouldn't it be fucked up for Tiffany Straton to pin Naomi instead of Jade? On the other hand, if she pins Nia just came back just to get defeated again. What does this solve between Naomi and Jade? And the fact that Jade just beat Naomi, how do you reward Naomi by putting her in the fatal four-way? Like, instead, it just makes no fucking sense. So why they went with this angle of these particular four getting involved with each other, it's beyond me. Because the follow-ups are like trash. Like we said, man, the John Cena heel turn really wasn't even necessary. But the way they did it, it was a cool thing. But the way they followed it up, it just trashed everything with, The Rock won't come out and get involved and make his presence known because he dug that fucking stupid angle out of his ass, spirit of the moment. But yet we're going to send Travis Scott, this little scrawny 108-pound fucking dude out here to get involved. Like, he's not a fucking wrestler, man. Travis Scott is like, why was he even involved? And this is what I mean, even with this fatal four, with this match. If they turn it to a fatal four-way, it just is not necessary, man. It should really just be Nia Jax one-on-one. Again, a camouflage of putting the four of them in there doesn't change anything. We're still getting the same four motherfuckers that we just seen fight more recently. So Jade versus Naomi against Naomi again. Fuck it, man. Put it in a steel cage. There's no grudge. There's just talking and the same person wrestling again. There's no grudge. What separates Naomi versus Jade in a regular match than any other match? Nothing. Nothing. Now, Nia Jax would be trying to regain. And pretty much, I don't know how long they plan on, having this little bougie Valley girl, Barbie doll, Tiffany Straton is their champion, but her voice is annoying, man. Honestly, her voice is fucking annoying. And her character, what is her character? Just a real live Barbie doll. That's her fucking character. If Barbie could wrestle, she'd be fucking Tiffany Straton. And is that really appealing to anybody? Is that really this is the face of the company of the women's division. This is the one. This is the female wrestler that is supposed to be the best. I mean, Io Sky, they got her acting like a little girl. Bianca and Rhea keep disrespecting her, putting their hand in her face, throwing her out the ring like she doesn't belong in there with the two of them. She retains, but what is this? Let's get the 5-footers fucking titles. I don't know what the fuck is going on in wrestling with that shit, but WWE particularly to narrow this shit down, I just don't understand. Like, it's like, and I like Io Sky. Io Sky is a wrestler. She's entertaining, and I like Io. On the mic, she's not, she the language barrier. She doesn't say too much, but there's nothing special about what she does on the microphone. And I don't really, whatever. But at least Io goes in there and delivers, man. Tiffany Straton, honestly, is just like, once again, another gimmick wrestler that has a bunch of botched matches that the WWE want to force her on you. They want to make her something that she's not. I mean, honestly, this is why, like, back in the day when they had Mandy Rose and Shawn Michaels come with this bullshit about she has to either delete her OnlyFans account or they're going to strip her the belt, and then she fucked them and she walked away. Mr. I pose for Playgirl magazine and shit, and of all people, this motherfucker comes out with that shit, that it's a family show, whatever, man. So, to me, I feel, and this is just me, but I really feel like they look at Tiffany Straton as if she's like their new Mandy Rose. That's how I see it, because I feel like they feel like they're similar, and that she, okay, so Mandy Rose has been replaced. That's how I feel. Just like, what's the chick name that wrestles at NXT? It's like, it's like, clearly when I look at her, it's like, yeah, she's like their new Mercedes Moné. I just forget her goddamn name. But they try to get people that resemble certain people, face-wise, height-wise, moves. So like, yeah, okay, so we don't have Mercedes, but we have her. And she's younger than Mercedes, a little younger. So, yeah, we have her. And none of them are being really built up, just really stand out. That's the difference right now, and people don't understand this. None of these fucking wrestlers in WWE are standing out. They just give certain people a push over others, like Braun Breaker, for example. Everybody's waiting for Braun to be this breakout star. All they're doing is just bouncing Braun around. And Braun loses his title. He doesn't even fucking go back for the title. He just ends up joining Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. What are they actually doing, man? What are they doing? And in reality, that any team or any fashion they put together, at some point they're going to break up. Somebody's going to turn on somebody. It's inevitable. But this is what I'm saying. And I think that they really feel like they replaced Mandy Rose with her. Because I feel like the WWE, they're not satisfied with you leaving. They always want to be the ones to get rid of you. So, no, we're not going to hire her back, or we don't have no interest in her, or she's not interested in coming back, or however it is, but we're going to find somebody that resembles her and somebody that can replace her. That's really what I feel like they did. They feel like they've done with Mandy Rose with her. I mean, with Tiffany Straton. It's like, yeah, she's like their version, their new Mandy Rose. But at the same time, when I look at Tiffany Straton and what she's doing, it's nothing special. None of these wrestlers, what did Damian Priest do? Nothing. Look at how the fans are so into LA Knight, but they just won't give this dude what he deserved, man. So, does he go in there and beat Jacob Fatu at some point? Does he get into a rematch? I don't know, man. But he can't hold the title long when he gets it, and it's like they just clearly don't really see much in LA Knight. He's a gimmick guy, but he can go in that ring. So, he's both. He's a complete performer in there. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's like their formula is just so screwed up, man. Jada Parker is like the new Bianca Belair. Yeah, she's like that Bianca Belair. Not muscular like Bianca, but yeah, I got the attitude. Got the similarity with her temperament and all whatever. Yeah. But what are they doing with them? Every time I see Jada Parker, man, she's losing. But she's always talking shit, then she lose. And then it's like, what happened to Rhea Ripley, man? Rhea Ripley was a badass. What happened to Rhea Ripley? Now she's coming out smiling and shit and all that. Everybody comes. What the fuck is going on with all this Walt Disney, Mr. Rogers? Everybody's just friendly shit. What? I don't understand this shit. I really don't. Everybody comes out. The bad guys come out smiling. The fucking good guys come out smiling. People are going into a grudge match. They come out smiling. What is with all this nice guy shit? I don't get it, man. Nobody character pops. Nobody character stands out. It's like they all just feel the fucking same, and there are no fucking superstars, man. That's why they still have to have The Rock come out to try to get sales, to get interest. That's why they have to have Cena come back to try to get sales and get interest. Randy Orton. Notice, it's always the same thing. They used to do it back in the day when they wanted to promote WrestleMania, when they wanted to have a Raw pop off, bring in Ric Flair, bring in Stone Cold, bring in Hogan, bring in The Rock, bring in The Undertaker. It was always the same formulas, man. And they're doing the same thing. That's why the storyline with The Rock, I want you to be my champion. That's what the fuck he came up with. Because they didn't have time to prepare for that shit. And that's what they came up with. No fucking involvement. Nothing. But they send little skinny ass Travis Scott out there, coming out there holding his fucking belt. What the fuck is he the champion of? And this is what they do. So, yeah. Now we see Jade Cargill in a situation where she may be in a fatal four-way. She may, I don't know which way they decide to go. And I'm thinking the fact that the way they did it, it's probably going to be a fucking fatal four-way. But I just don't see the purpose for a fucking fatal four-way. Now, if they develop this story on the road to their next pay-per-view, which is where I believe you'll see all four of them on that card, whether it's fatal four-way or one-on-ones. But I feel like if they do that, if they do it right, okay. Right now, just the way it is, man. It's just like, I don't know. WWE needs a reboot. They really need a reboot. So everybody keeps talking about the smoke between The Rock and Triple H, but it's like you're just talking about this shit. But what are they going to do about this? How do they correct this? Because I feel like they're just lost. They think that this bullshit that they're giving us is good shit. And you know what? Like for the idiot that came in one of my videos and talked about, oh, AEW's fighting in front of 50 crowds. Yeah, WWE had that same issue at one point. And no, what AEW is doing is smart now. Is like I said, there's no need to fucking rent a building that's going to hold 15, 16, 17,000 people, and you're getting like 5,000 people to show up. Get a building that holds 5,000 people. It's simple as that. So no, they've corrected that problem. Now, the only time that does happen, really, is when you have two shows and people might buy more tickets for Dynamite instead of Collision, or depending on which show they're more interested in, however it goes. So you might have not as many people as one, but at one show as the other. And if that makes you feel good by saying that, I don't really give a fuck. I don't know why you think trying to bring up another company because you it's just a deflection because you can't focus on what we're talking about. So if someone says, man, I don't like fucking pork. Well, what about beef? Nobody's talking about beef. We're talking about pork. Stick to the goddamn conversation. But for the record, not only have the ratings slipped in WWE, but The Rock flat out said they were having a hard time selling tickets. Yeah. So even though they claim they had 61,000 people, yeah, well, that's not the story The Rock gave now, is it? Yeah. And they were trying to get to the point to get all these tickets sold. Right. But anyways, like I said, you go out of your way to try to find something to just throw at Tony Khan, but at the same time you turn around and say, well, you know, what about when Tony Khan said, yeah, all right, whatever. But when they show the ticket sales and you see that, no, they really did have that many people, because it came later, and then all of a sudden, oh, let's shh about it since we talked all of this shit. Just don't want to admit that AEW did something that WWE didn't do. Plain and simple. Who cares, man? Who cares? It is what it is, and none of this shit is changing for the better just because people are talking shit. Now, what does change is when people watch these videos and hear what we have to say and pretend that they don't listen to us, but they hear and they go, okay, you know what, maybe we can change that. Maybe we should work on that. Maybe we should do that differently. Because the truth of the matter is, right, I don't expect anything to be perfect. I don't expect anything to just be every time it's a home run. I mean, that would be great. But I know as human beings, no, everything is not going to always happen. I don't need to imagine what I want to see. No, I just want to see a good show. And that's why, like, it's not about what I personally want you to do. It's what you choose to do with what you have. And then I can give my opinion on what they could have done to make things different, or take a different route from the one that they actually did. Because what happens is when you come up with some shit and then you want to stick to it, but you're not giving anything solid. Like, it's like, just think about it. You always need a plan B, plan C, plan D. Always, okay, if we do this and we go that way, how does this make sense and how does this not make sense? I don't understand what's so hard about the process. But I think when people egos get involved and they start, we're way up here, and they just think they can just give you whatever they want, and they get frustrated and tell you that they want you to go F yourself because you don't agree with, what they're doing, you don't like something that they're doing. Whereas Tony Khan will say, well, I take all criticism, good or bad, because you can learn from those things, and you know what? I listen to what people are saying, and hey, let's change this, let's do that. Yeah, you know what? That right there, they have a point with that, or stuff like that, right? That's what Tony Khan says. But y'all criticize him, but Triple H tell y'all to go F yourselves. Yeah. And I commend Tony Khan for that, because I would tell you to go F yourself just for the simple fact that you're being biased. But Tony Khan, that's not how he responds. But then when WWE is always trying to negotiate, trying to get people from Tony Khan, trying to get from AEW, oh, they're not even worried about AEW. Yes, they are. Yes, they fucking are. Yeah, and they need to worry about their own fucking product. Basically, that's what they need to worry about. Worry about them bullshit storylines that they've been given. I've seen for myself, when wrestlers leave a company, that doesn't mean the company that they go to automatically benefits from them or ratings go. That's the mindset that people have. If a wrestler goes, like if John Cena went to AEW right now, the expectations is that, okay, the ratings should just get higher now. It doesn't necessarily work like that, because we are in a pick and choose mentality time. Okay, society of people they don't understand how to enjoy something. So instead of wanting to see John Cena succeed, wanting to see AEW succeed, no, these haters would want to see see it fail. Oh, see, he was better in WWE. He should go back to WWE. That's the mentality. So when somebody leaves AEW and come to WWE just to put on a shit show and just to be a part of fucking nothing, you're just happy just to say they took someone from AEW. Once again, when someone leaves WWE and go to AEW, oh, he was better in WWE. How the fuck do you know if you don't watch it? And then two, who cares about your fucking opinion just being biased saying that shit? Because at the end of the day, these wrestlers will tell you, I'm in a much better place. And I'm putting on the best matches I've ever put on right here in AEW. But that's not what you all want the truth to be. The truth that you want, you want your so-called truth to be that they're unhappy, they're miserable, and it's not working. Every wrestler that leaves WWE is not going to come there and do special things and vice versa. That's why when you watch these shows, if you're honest and you pay attention, you should really be able to look and use your common sense to know. Now, this guy is doing better now than he was in WWE. The only difference is you like WWE and you're biased towards it. That's all. You can look at this shit like Ricochet is doing what he's doing right now. All I saw Ricochet do is lose match after match in WWE. That's all I saw him do. He only lost, 3 matches now? 77-3 or something like that. So let's just be real, man. The dude is doing his thing. His character has changed, like I told you. And you guys were so quick, all these different fucking people. Oh, AEW just officially buried Ricochet. Did they? Oh, did they? Well, did the WWE not bury the Hurt Syndicate, the Hurt, what they call it, the Hurt Business? Did they not damage them? And they also let Cedric Alexander go. And before they let him go, what was he doing? Nothing. So everybody that left WWE is because they just left for no reason. Because WWE was just so good to them that it was just too much for one person to have all that, right? So let's just go to AEW. No, this is what people don't understand, man. The business, it's always changing. People come, people go. You do not know who's going to stay, who's going to come. You just don't know these things. You know, just like for anybody who don't like Orange Cassidy, right? And you're a WWE fan. Let Orange Cassidy come to WWE with that same gimmick and you guys would be loving it. Oh, Orange Cassidy, yo, yeah, freshly squeezed, we got him. That's what you guys do, and we are aware of it. Now, what's going on right now, like I said, as far as with Jade Cargill, she's under scrutiny by all these people, and they always want to, you know, a person read an article, they all want to jump on the bandwagon and start saying the same things. But bottom line, we'll see how things go with Jade, with Naomi. We'll see what happens, you know, and also understand, this is why people always have, like what people seem to overlook, and this is not anything new. This is from way back. Wrestlers wrestle on different promotions, the indie circuits and all of that, and they have a good chemistry. So when they come to one particular company, guess what? They end up wrestling each other because they have a great chemistry with each other. So you guys don't realize that these guys have already wrestled several times until you go watch old YouTube videos and go, oh shit. It's like when John Cena was wrestling against Brock Lesnar. I remember when Batista used to call himself Leviathan. You know, he had the paint on and all, whatever. And I remember. So all these different things, when they come to a company that has, you know, TV deals, then you get to see them. Then it's like, to you, it's the first time. It's not the first time. And that's how you work. When you work well with people, that's what you do. You put them in there, but, you know, the thing is to not, you know, have it become overkill. And right now, I just feel like what's happening in the WWE is just become a very stale product, man. They just need a reboot. And I don't know, man. It's like this new wave of writers and people who are doing what they're doing. I don't know. It's like they want to put humor in everything. They want everything to be funny. They want everybody to be a comedian. And I just think that, you know, I see it's really damaging the product, man. It's hurting what's going on because it's not being taken in a way where we look at it like wrestling. Like the WWE doesn't feel like kick-ass wrestling anymore, man. It just doesn't. You know, like I said, when you're going to book face versus face, I get it. You know, the faces shouldn't be going in there doing heel shit. I get it. But when you're going to book, you know, everybody just coming out. You got guys who, they can't stand each other. This happened, that happens. Like then you look at what's going on, and then, like I said, everybody's coming to the ring fucking smiling and shit. Like, you know, so we want to talk about entertainment. We want to talk about playing characters. What character are you playing? None of these people stand out. They only stand out as far as they look different. That's about it. They have a different build or something. That's it. Just normal, regular stuff. But what are they doing? What character? What are they doing? Like I told you guys, go back and just watch old Ultimate Warrior promos. Go back and watch China. Go back and watch how men used to look like men. How women used to look and sound like women. All I see now is a bunch of little kids walking around in their feelings. Even like when Jade comes out to the ring, you're like, this is my house, and all this, she comes out, and then she starts smiling, she hit her point, like, come on, man. Everybody's a brat. Everybody's in their feelings, and it's just like they all seem like they have fucking mental health issues or something. They're all suffering from something. They just act like a bunch of children, man, and the shit is just not the same. It's just not the same. So, it is what it is, but just wanted to get this in because I didn't explain the video before, like I said, what happened. But I don't know. Fatal 4-way, one-on-ones, however, we'll see in the lead up. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys now. Catch you on the next video.